Hey guys, and welcome to a review of the new season of South Park. Now, South Park, of course, has been airing for the last 3 days on Comedy Central up until their new season premiere. It's been almost a year now since we've seen a South Park because Matt and Trey decided that they want to take a little break. They've been doing, the Book of Mormon, along with some other projects. And of course, there's a South Park video game too, and they've had the South Park TV show usually coming out in 14 episode seasons. Now we're gonna get 10 episodes, which in a way, it's kind of disappointing that we're going to get 10 episodes a year. I really wish there was a way that they could do even a 4 episode summer set or something. But what's great, though, is that this episode actually was pretty entertaining. I have, to be honest, disappointed in the last 2 seasons. And this is a good start. I'm not going to say it's a great start, but it's also not a bad start. I was kind of expecting it to, I was really hoping better when we started off with a brand new title sequence, which is very reminiscent of the first season and the first seasons of South Park where they used to show the bus and stuff, and it kind of reminds me of what they did with the Simpsons intro, where it has now just a lot of showing a lot of the side characters that we've come to love and just more of the town, and it's a cool little sequence. Let's talk about what I really did like in this episode. It's a Cartman episode. Unfortunately, I think the Cartman part was probably the weakest, so I guess I'll start with the weakest stuff. So I just thought the Cartman stuff was not that strong. The NSA thing is kind of funny, and I think it was a good little plot, but I think what really carried this episode was Butters. Butters was hilarious in this episode, going around getting people to convert, and just the looks on people's faces is kind of funny as they realize that they can go confess to the government. And I'm gonna go right now to my number one scene in this. But no, there's actually I guess I'll go to the other scenes first, and then I'll get to my number one scene. There's a cool little scene where Butters is praying basically to the government, and that's a pretty hilarious thing. The scene, of course, Eric pissing off Kyle with him. Cartman always on the cell phone is hilarious. Just seeing Kyle get upset because it is true. Cartman's basically posting himself out there, but then not wanting the government to know what he's doing. But he's putting that information out there. Now, of course, I think the email thing is going too far. But to be fair, if they're looking at people's Twitters, who the hell cares? You're posting out there anyway. Who the hell cares if you're following him? Alec Baldwin stuff's kind of funny too. He cuts off his own thumbs and all that stuff. It goes to the extreme, but basically he's just saying that this, even. Okay, my hands over the racist ones, but realistically, the people are the racist ones. The joke's there, and it's all performed very well. Now, my number one scene, this is Officer Bob Brady, which I hope they bring him back more. I thought he was a hilarious character. He's got some great scenes in the original seasons. He comes in and basically confesses about masturbating to Game of Thrones, and it's just a hilarious scene where the guy turns and is like, "What is happening?" Like the DMV. The person working the DMV is like, what is happening? This is ridiculous. And even the scene where Butters confesses is pretty funny too. All those are pretty little funny jokes, and it's making fun of the DMV, the government, all that. It's a good little start. I hope they keep bringing in some of the side characters to freshen up the lineup. Craig's scene was pretty good too, where they're talking to Craig and stuff. So I like all these little scenes of other kind of side characters we don't see as much. So yeah. My review for South Park, if I had to give it a number, 8 out of 10, sure, let's give it that, or 7 out of 10, one of those. I'm just going to say watch it. It's not an episode you're going to be disappointed in. It's an episode that I think most people will be entertained by, and there's some big laughs in this. It might not be the classic that people have been waiting for, but it's definitely a good episode, and I think South Park is going to pick up this season and get some really good laughs later on. So anyway, that's my review for South Park. The beginning of this season, I'll be doing a review every Wednesday night. And yeah, look for my other reviews of Agent of Shields, Marvel Agent of Shields, and other things up there too. So anyway, till next time, guys, the government is watching.